love for music grew during college and kind of my skill level, and so my pursuit for that sent me out to LA, where I explored the wild west, they call it out there, the music industry and the production entertainment industry, and really fell in love with the writing process through it all. Really fell in love with the backside of music.
I feel like a man versus a grinding wheel in a battle trying to charge up here. You don't love me, but one day you will.
What really introduced me to that side is one of my good friends, Jeff Giuliano. He's a mixer, very successful, very talented, very humble, and very family oriented. He lives in the area, and his life is, I think it's beautiful the way he gets to live his life. He has his studio in his basement, and I can remember one of the last songs I recorded, I had the pleasure of having him mix it, and I went over to his house to kind of do some of the mixing with him and listen back to it. So I came over to his house. It was probably in the middle of the week, and I come over, and there's his wife and some other neighbors and moms and kids were there for a play date. This is mid-morning, like 11, so the kids are running around, the dog's up there, and then we go down to a soundproof studio, with his plaques on the wall, Elvis, and just all the stuff he's worked on, John Mayer and Dave Matthews, and we sit down in there and we mix. I've come to a place in my life where I have the resources and I feel like I'm refined enough as an artist to produce an album. And it's kind of one of those things like if I don't do it, I'm gonna die. And I really want to contribute back to this big body of music that I feel like for so long I've been, absorbing and learning from and benefiting from. So I want to be able to contribute something back.
And I will ride on this road train until we collide, and we wake up on the other side. You don't love me, but one day you will. One day you will.
To raise awareness of the album and funds for the album, I'm going to do a crowdsourcing thing, whether it be a Kickstarter or a pledge or something where I pre-sale the album and still.
How much do you need? How much?
Realistically, like I could get the initial tracks, pay musicians, pay for studio time, and recording done somewhere in the wheelhouse of $5K. It'd be sweet to work with a budget of 10, but somewhere in that range, 5 to 10K, and that's pressing, that's doing a limited run of vinyl, and that's paying musicians and production and mixing and mastering. For me, it's a working, it's a live, it's a real milestone, and it's also a working resume.
Yeah.
If I want to be a songwriter, well, what have you written? So it'd be nice to push play on my CD.
And I will ride on this road train until we collide, and we wake up on the other side. You don't love me, but one day you will. One day you will. One day you will.